Yep, you guessed it. Today on 5 Minute Figure Reviews, we'll be taking a look at the Heihachi from Storm Collectibles. So I've been waiting for a Tekken figure for so fucking long, it's crazy.
Wow, it looks great.
And yeah, it looks great. The sculpt work is incredible. He's a real beefy figure. And I can't believe it's taken this long for a toy company to come out with a Heihachi figure. Or any Tekken figure, to be honest. Really awesome. So as you can see, the likeness is incredible. Looks exactly like the character. It's slightly more realistic than what I was expecting, but I think it looks really good. You can see all the detail there on the on his gi. It's all got a nice texture to it. Dry brushing around the sort of edges of the gi, which looks really good. Really brings out the detail. Obviously dry brushing on his hair. And just really good attention to detail. You can see all the little veins and things. Also, you can see he's got a different head sculpt there. He's got a smiling face, which looks really good. Yeah, and his proportions are just really big. It's sort of like almost hyper realistic. He's got these really big hands and big feet, and just looks really cool. The tiger on the back of his gi looks really good as well. Really nice paint detail there. And his hair obviously looks really cool, exactly like he does in the game. And the eyes are really good as well. They're kind of glossy looking. Here he is without his top on, which he's got really good detail there as well. I think it's the same body they use for Ryu, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But you can see he's got the cross scar on his chest, which is really nicely painted. And this figure's got like a kind of like a rubbery texture to it. The hands are rubber, and the chest, the actual chest piece is like a floating rubber section, which you can't actually tell from pictures, but it looks really good. Looks really good. You can see as I press it, it's soft, which is really cool. And the hands are soft too, so you can pull them on and off, and you're not going to break a peg, which is good. Yeah, really nice detail work there. And obviously a screaming face. So I think it's really cool that they've allowed it so that the sort of top of the gi can just come right off, and the belt also comes off as well. Oh, and also the forearm wraps as well, which is it's pretty cool. I think it gives the figure a bit more variation, which is really cool. He comes with this blue electricity effect, which if you've played the game, you know that's when he does his electric moves, which is a really nice effect piece. It's kind of translucent blue and just slides on the end of the fist, which would have been cool if it came with two, but it's really nice they threw it in. So we'll have a look at the articulation to see if he can get into the moves that you've just witnessed. So he's got pretty good head and neck articulation. I'll just pop the head off. Obviously it's got a really long double ball peg there. It's quite firm, the fit, so you've really got to push it on. But yeah, it's decent. It's not bad at all. Again, he's kind of a hard figure to move because some of the joints are really stiff, and the gi can kind of get in the way a little bit. But yeah, still really good. So he's got a decent shoulder articulation. He's got double hinged elbows, which are pretty good, but again, he's so bulky, it really needs those. I really like the wrist peg here. So it's got that sort of extra layer of articulation at the wrist and at the hand. So there's not going to be any issues with that. He's got decent ab crunch. Again, his massive legs are really hard to move. Like I said, the joints can be quite stiff, but yeah. So he's got a really good ankle rocket. Again, it's quite firm, so you have to sort of move it around to get it loose. And the toes also move, which again they were really stiff. So, but again the articulation is there, so it's good. Yeah, look at that ankle rocker there; it's incredible. So you can get him in all sorts of poses, and it's also fully sculpted on the bottom, which is really nice. You can see the articulation inside the elbow, inside the shoulder. Sorry, but you know, really good. So he's got a bunch of different hands. He's got the fisting hands, the karate hands, the looks like he's got the Dragon Slayer hands, and the slightly open sort of style pose hands. So he comes with the standard serious face, which looks incredible. Really detailed. The camera's not actually picking it up due to the lighting, but it's really detailed. He's got the yelling face. Again, the inside of the mouth is fully painted, and looks really good. Again, the lighting's really bad, I'm sorry, so you can't quite catch all the detail there. But there's like subtle like veins and little wrinkles that it's not picking up. You've also got this kind of horrifying grin, which looks it looks like Heihachi. It's great. It's a cool addition. Really cool. But yeah, so here he is with his other effect piece, which looks pretty cool. I don't like it as much as the electric one, but you can put it on his feet, on his arms, and again, it's just like a soft, plasticky, kind of rubbery, semi-translucent material. So yeah, it's pretty cool. You can also see he can get in some pretty dynamic poses as well. And he comes with this backdrop, which is a nice addition. Okay, so here he is with the electric effect, which I mentioned it before, but it still looks really awesome. And I tell you what, if you've actually played the games, electrics can be a real pain in the ass to pull off, so yeah. So here he is next to some other figures, including my custom Geralt, which I'm working on. But anyway, this figure is definitely a must-have, especially if you're a fan of Heihachi and Tekken. Yeah, awesome figure. Looks really incredible and has a lot of shelf appeal. So yeah, get it when you can. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and yeah, stay tuned.